This is a quick video tutorial on how to create a Microsoft PowerPoint. The first step is to open up the software PowerPoint. Depending on the version of Windows that you have, it will either be the Microsoft logo, the picture on the bottom left of your screen, or it will say Start. So I'll click there, and then I'm going to go to All Programs. And if you have an older version of Microsoft Windows, it will just say Programs. Then I'm going to click on Microsoft Office. On the new list, you will see all the offerings for Microsoft programs. I'm going to select Microsoft PowerPoint and double click. Okay, similar to Microsoft Word where you have multiple pages in a document, a PowerPoint will have multiple pages, except we don't call them pages, we call them slides. So here is the first slide, we'll call it our title page, and it says click to add text. So I'm going to I'll put in Donahue School Everyday Math. Okay, now there's a spot for a subtitle. I really don't want this text box, so I'm going to click in the text box and I'm going to click on the dotted line, and then I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. Now to add a slide, I'm going to, well, there's a couple of approaches to this. I can go to the top, on the top left where you have the slide list, and right click, and you can create a new slide. So I'll click right there, and there's the second slide. I can also go up to the top menu when you're in the home field and select new slide. And here actually I can choose what kind of template I want. So picture with caption, content with caption, etc. So I'm going to do like title only. Okay, so I'm going to go to my second slide, and in here I'm going to put a title in that says Procedure for Everyday Math. And then naturally there'll be a text box below it in this template where you can create a list. Rarely do we use complete sentence, paragraphs, stuff like that in a PowerPoint. It should be brief. So I'll say student enters the classroom, or I don't know, the math function area. I'm making this up, as you can see. I'm not an everyday math connoisseur. Okay. And then let's say I want to put in a picture. So I'm going to make this text box smaller by going to the bottom and dragging up. You see the box right here? Now I have the up-down arrow. I'll go like that. Now I want to insert a picture, so I'm going to right-click on my... Actually, no, I'm going to go Insert up in the top and select Picture. And I can choose a picture from my computer. Let's say I have one on the desktop or in my photos. So let me try pictures. Here's a picture of the band. Let's just throw that up in there. Okay, so here's a picture. I'm just going to move it around a little. The green circle on the top, I can rotate it just like that. Can make it larger, smaller. Okay. And I'm going to go to the next page. If I want to choose a different template, I can do that through Design, I believe. Yep. Here are the different templates that they have. Oh, that's a cool one. So depending on your version of Microsoft, you may not have all these template options. Well, that's a fancy one. I like that. All right. So on the left, I want to see what it looks like. So I'm just clicking on each one of these. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Oop, my text box went up there in this template, so I'm just going to move it. Once you get the hang of it, it will take you just a few moments. And then I can choose transitions. So this means how do I get from one slide to the other? Is it I just hit a button and it takes me to the next slide, or is it going to fade in, fade out, wipe, etc.? So I'm going to put wipe. Oh, that's nice. And I can do that for each one. I can come up with creative ways. Me personally, I like to keep it very consistent throughout my slides. I don't like to have multiple transitions. I like to have one specific. So your focus is more on the content of what's in the PowerPoint than how you're delivering the PowerPoint. Okay, so let's say you want to put in a video link. So I'm going to put classroom example. And then I want to put a text box in. So I went to the insert key up here. And if you have an older version, I believe you just go insert text box. But here I can actually see a picture. So I'm going to do text box. And I click in the template. I'm going to make it big. I'm going to, well, I'll type, double click in there so I can start typing. I'm going to type classroom example of everyday math. Okay, so let's say I have a video. I don't. So I'm just going to grab one from YouTube. Great. So here is a YouTube video about everyday math. I'm going to go up to the link on the top of the screen. Well, that one's not working, so I'm not going to use this video apparently. Great, let's use this one. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going up to the toolbox up here. In Chrome, they call this the Omni box, and I'm highlighting it by double clicking, and then I'm going to select copy. You can also go to share. I think my YouTube's just not working in my office right now. And then I'm going to copy this link right here, share this video. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. And to make a link out of the text, I'm going to double click my text. And then I'm going to right click on my mouse. And then you should see an option called hyperlink. Do I want an existing file, a web page, a document, email address? So I'm going to say existing file or website. I'm going to put the web address. So I'm going to right click on my mouse and then I select paste. And there it is. And then I select OK. So now if I click on this and we're in presenter mode, that will take me to the video. And this is great if you're sending out a PowerPoint via email and you want people to go through on their own time. They can view the video. Okay, so I'm going to save it. Create a name. Yeah, Donahue Math. Great. Let's say I am about to present this PowerPoint in front of the students or parents. So you open up the PowerPoint file, and then we're going to go to the view mode. And I'm going to select from beginning. I want to start this PowerPoint from the beginning. You can do from the current slide. So if you're clicking and you're on slide 2, you can start there. And I'm going to click from the beginning. And now it goes full screen. So if you're projecting this, this is what will show up on the projector screen. And then to go from one slide to the other, I'm just going to use the arrows on the keyboard. So I'm going to hit the right arrow. And there we go. So I notice now that where it says procedure 4, that's kind of high up there. I want to lower it a little so it's not in the way of the template. And now I'm going to click on the YouTube link. And there it is, and it pops up. Great. So there's a lot more that we could talk about with PowerPoint, but that's basically a brief overview of how to do a typical PowerPoint. If I right-click, I can change the layout and the background. Let's say I want to change the color of the background. I can do in the fill, I can have different textures and colors. So you can do that and apply to all or just the slide that I'm on right now. So that's important to know. Do you just want one slide to look like that or you want them all? So I like them all to be consistent. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to lie. I actually don't like this color, but I'm going to change it. Not that you need to see that in the video, but there we go. Apply to all. And you'll notice now on the left-hand side it changed all of them. And there we go, and that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, please send me an email. I'd be happy to help out. I will be providing more videos specifically on Google Slides or Google presentations, so that way You can see how to do it via Google, because we're trying to move away from PowerPoint, I think, and use that so you can share links. Okay, thank you.
Now we're going to try for the first time